Game week 3 is just a few hours away and my team is set. So who got transferred in? Who got transferred out? Who gets the captain's armband? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to the FPL Lounge. After a disappointing performance in game week 2, I've finally decided to activate my wild card, and in this video I'll reveal my team for game week 3. Before getting into that, let me remind you that the deadline for game week 3 is Saturday the 26th of September 3:30 pm IST, so don't forget to lock in your teams before that. Now this was my team for game week 2. I had a couple of concerns with this team, the first being over-dependency on Southampton. I had 3 players from Southampton on my team and they really aren't playing well, so I had to find a way to eliminate that dependency. The second concern that I had was the price drop for players like Vinagre and Keita. So the best solution I could come up with was play my wildcard in game week 3 to eliminate all these problems. So what I did was I took out 6 players from my initial team. I retained 4 of my defenders. I almost completely revamped my midfield, having taken out 4 of my midfield players, Salah being the only player who was retained. And from my forward line, I had to take out Shea Adams. The player I brought in for Vinagre is Tariq Lamptey from Brighton. Brighton have been playing well and Lamptey has been impressive. He's playing in an advanced role and I really wanted to get him in before he sees a price rise. I took out one of the big guns, Aubameyang, from my midfield. And who else to replace him other than Kevin De Bruyne, arguably the best player in Premier League right now. A podium finish at the UEFA Men's Player of the Year recently. Scored a goal and registered an assist in game week 2 against Wolves, and I didn't see a reason why not to bring him in. The next player I brought in was Heung-min Son. Now he has always been one of my favorite players, but the reason I never had him in my team was because of bad experiences last season. I remember last season I had him as my captain in that game against Everton and he got a red card in that game. And I'm really hoping that jinx doesn't repeat this season. Now Tottenham I think are a bit inconsistent, but Son is a big player and I expect him to do well. The third midfielder that I brought in was James Rodriguez. Now Everton are playing well. They are playing really good attacking football and James Rodriguez seems to be the focal point of that team now. Most importantly, he is looking happy under Carlo Ancelotti, something that was missing during his stint at Real Madrid. And I think if he manages to stay fit, he's gonna have a good debut season. The last of the midfielders that I brought in was Daniel Podence. Now Wolves have some really good upcoming fixtures and at a price of 5.6 million, I think Podence is the most cost-effective option into that Wolves attack. And with all that heavy investment in midfield, I had to bring in a 4.5 million budget forward in the form of Kenan Davis from Aston Villa. I have 0.7 million left in the bank. And I have left that money in the bank because before the deadline, I'm actually considering taking out Martial and bringing in Timo Werner. Werner plays against West Brom, who have already conceded a lot of goals in the opening 2 game weeks. And this could well be the game where Werner breaks through. And this would be my probable starting 11 for game week 3. Matt Ryan against Manchester United at home would be my first choice goalkeeper for this game week. Alexander-Arnold, Stuart Dallas and Charlie Taylor would be the first choice defenders with Tyrick Mitchell and Lamptey on the bench. I've invested so much in that midfield, so all my 5 midfielders will be playing in the starting 11 in game week 3. As for the forwards, I have Alexander Mitrovic and Martial with Davis on the bench. As for the captain's armband, I'm considering Son, who has a good fixture against Newcastle at home. But I'm also considering Mohamed Salah, as his record against Arsenal is quite good. Alright, so that's it for today. If you liked the content, then please show your support by pressing the like button. You can also share the video with your friends. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Thank you for watching.